In North Carolina, with the way we look at education, there are three critical components, I believe, that makes for a good, strong system. No doubt about it, you have to have a public school system that is adequately funded. And I say that as a homer. I'm from North Carolina, born and raised, Kannapolis, North Carolina, and a K-12 product of public school. My oldest daughter's in the public school system, and so, that's very important for me, very important for organization. So you got to have a strong funded public school system. You also have to pay, as the doctor here, Dr. Carpenter mentioned, we have to make sure that our teachers are adequately compensated. We have to treat it as a profession, not a job, and we have to put our money back to back our rhetoric. And so that's very important. But all too often when you have discussions and we're talking, the conversation kind of stops there. When we talk about the state of things and we say public education. But there's a third component that I think is very important to the overall system and how we're going to make sure that we have a healthy system that's going to make sure that we're educating and graduating great future leaders. And that is that we have to make sure that parents have more choice, parental school choice. And I say that the minute that you make that statement, people kind of rise up. But I always like to make an observation of the state of North Carolina, and this is the reality of North Carolina. We have 1.5 million children that are educated in our traditional public schools. And again, the conversation kind of stops there. But you have to continue in North Carolina that we have nearly 100,000 children that are educated in one of our more than 685 private schools. We're going to have 153 new public charter schools opening up their doors August of this year. And where over 60,000 of those kids will be educated in our public charter schools, and that trend is growing. And we have nearly 90,000 children that are homeschooled in the state of North Carolina. So you have 1.5 million children that are educated in our traditional public schools, but ladies and gentlemen, we have nearly 250,000 children that are educated non-traditionally, and that trend is increasing. And to take it a step further, let's look here at Burlington Alamance, and I was looking at these numbers. We have 23,000 children that are educated in our traditional public school, but we have nearly 2,300 children that are educated in our public charter schools. We have nearly 1,300 children that are educated in our private schools, and we're nearing 1,000 children that are homeschooled. And so even with that, about 5,000 students, you're looking at about 20% of the percentage of the makeup of our traditional public schools of children being educated. And so what that says to me is that for a lot of families, they believe in options. They understand that, if I cannot find the education for my child that's going to work in the traditional public school system, I'm going to look non-traditionally. Now, the challenge I have with that is that when you look at the makeup of those children, those families that are taking advantage of those additional options, they're pretty much families that are upper middle class to wealthy. So when you look at Alamance, Burlington, Alamance County, and you say, how are the state of things for low-income children in the traditional public school systems? They're only proficient in reading and math at less than 26%. So you line up 1,000 low-income children in our traditional public school system, and a little bit of close to 750 of them failed to be proficient in math and reading. And so, yes, in order to make sure that we are making sure that we have a good, strong, vibrant K-12 education in our state, I think we have to adequately fund our system. We have to make sure we're compensating our teachers, but we also have to empower parents to be able to ultimately make a decision how best to educate their children, whether it be traditionally or non-traditionally. Thank you.